God. Always some kind of shenanigans between the two of us.
I know. So kick us off, Halls.
All right. Well, welcome to my Rico Revealed for Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. The model everyone promised, the one that we actually built.
Uh, and we kind of like to set the tone real quick by saying it's just crazy. Like Holly and I never wanted to we didn't want to have to do this. We didn't want to have to build a real estate brokerage. Holly's one of the most loyal people I've ever met in my life. Her identity was being a managing broker and helping national brokerages grow. And I really respected her for that. We saw so many pain points from agents at national virtual brokerages that we just couldn't stand idly by anymore. We had to build something for the agents, and also we had to build something that was also supporting the staff that could support the agents. We truly feel that these brokerages are very short-sighted. They're going way, we love our AI, but they're going way too deep on the AI side at the detriment of the support to the agents. So we built a brokerage on support. We did not cut corners, and we're very excited to bring the model to you. Industry is broken. I stand by that. And agents, you absolutely deserve better. This is from the context of if you've been at these national virtual brokerages, none of these will sound unfamiliar. Holly and I have heard these over and over from agents in the 7 years prior to us creating this brokerage. If you haven't been at a national virtual brokerage and you're thinking about joining one, I want you to read each and every one of these lines because we heard these over and over from agents. I don't want to feel like I work at an MLM. That's embarrassing. These brokerages, they'll just let anyone in because they're a gigantic big box brokerage and they don't know this guy, down here in my town. And I worked really hard for my reputation, just different things here. They're very recruiting focused. It's got like that sleazy vibe. And, remember the days where we weren't rolling our eyes every time another agent called, like, oh, what are they going to want? Are they going to try and recruit me? We want to change the way real estate feels. That is in our vision statement. So, introducing my real estate company. We were very purposeful with the name and the branding, and it's all designed to help you, the real estate agent. My real estate company is your real estate company. We want you to be able to feel the ownership with this. We want this to vibe with your branding. We want you to be able to change the my color in the logo to meet your brand colors. So we've got a black and a white, and you can adjust the my to your brand colors. And we went with the like nostalgic vibe. It's doing very well with agents and consumers alike.
All right. So, what we stand for and what we're building, our mission is to run a profitable, scalable business and teach our agents to do the same. So, with smart mobile tools or smart systems, powerful mobile tools, bold leadership, and hands on support, we make it possible to work anywhere, win everywhere, and build those lasting relationships. Which leads me to our vision, which is to change the way real estate feels by putting relationships first. We're building a brokerage where technology works for people, not the other way around, where mobility and efficiency are standard and a real human is within reach for every agent, for every client, every time. And your growth, it's not capped here, it's expected.
Amen, sister.
Our core values, I won't read them all. I think, we like to just talk about a different one each week. So we do this every week. And I feel like this week it was really about built for relationships for me. Just working, digging into some of the relationships that we have with agents, building new relationships with agents. It just felt like a week of like this work's only half over, but you know what I mean? It's been about building relationships for me. So,
Um, I think I would like to highlight impact over influence with Josh
mhm.
and what he has been, Josh Reese, our South Dakota broker, what he has been contributing to the brokerage and to agents, whether they're with our brokerage or not. He has just been doing his part to better the industry as a whole. So he led an amazing lead generation training this morning. And if you want the link to that training, DM us. We're happy to send it to you. But it was incredible. We had a great turnout of agents all over the country, and they just absolutely loved it. So he did an awesome job with that training. I learned a ton. The other brokers were saying how much they learned, and then the agents obviously as well. So I would go with impact over influence for mine.
Awesome.
We don't compromise on this list if we hire you, serve you, or collaborate with you. This is our standard. So just a little bit about us. We noticed in other brokerages presentations, they don't address who the founders are at all. And we do kind of want to let you know, it's only fair who you're doing business with, who you're aligning with, right? So Holly and I are equal partners, and we've been friends for a long time. And we are a perfect yin and yang when it comes to not only personality styles, but skill sets. And so we very much complement each other when it comes to that. My skill set, I have a business degree and background in organizational structure and management. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I've also worked for the government with continuity of operations, which I truly believe is going to help us scale this brokerage efficiently. Holly, I just want to, before she introduces herself, I just want to say, I call her my boss when I'm producing because that's true. She is. She's currently my managing broker in Iowa and Illinois, and she's a hell of a managing broker. She One of the principles that we have at this brokerage is never to just give a lazy answer. I am a rebel, and I'm always like, but could I? Could we? We want to figure out ways to get to a yes for our agents. And she would always chase down the specific like rule or law. And it's always been amazing to watch her give us a defensible position no matter what brokerage I've been at with her. It's just amazing to watch like how smart she is as a managing broker. Holly, go ahead.
I don't know how to follow that. No, before I introduce myself, one of the reasons I partnered with you, Sandy, was because we really just balance each other out so well. I'm very much the peacemaker and the middle of the road, like don't like ruffling feathers. And you like really bring in the bold, which I needed in my life. So, but about me, yeah, I've been in real estate for over 15 years. I was the managing broker of Iowa for a large national company for almost 5 years. Helped open up the state for another company, ended up managing two states and being a broker coach. And, so as a managing broker, I was able to hear agents' pain points, things that I just didn't have the power to fix. So it's nice now to be able to hear a pain point and be able to fix it within hours instead of months or never. That's been one of the most rewarding parts of us opening this brokerage, I think, is being able to act quickly and getting our agents and staff what they need. So,
Like that, you're so right. Absolutely nothing stands in our way of creating something new to help our agents. Mark Kearney's our CFO. He has helped, startups scale to multi-billion dollar industries, and he's out of Colorado. Awesome guy. Um,
so,
Go ahead, Holly.
so a little bit about our just fees and splits. We like to keep it as simple as possible. It's $189 a month. It's $250 per transaction. It's an 85-15 split until the 15% has added up to 15,000 company maximum, also known at some places as a cap. Um, and then a 299 join fee. That's just like the rent. It's not join fee plus a month, it's just the join fee. But
What?
oh, my brain short circuited.
Oh, okay. Because I was over here trying to share also that I had a 7 stream watch streak on Twitch for us. And then I'm like, I heard you just stop after the join fee. And I'm like, what happened, Holly? Check
So,
right now.
anyways, no, but I always get flustered because I think it's because I talk to some agents who are like, what's a cap? What's an annual max? Like some companies out there are wording it weirdly. So I'm trying to like figure out the best way to explain
There's
it. But it's
some
like,
agents that we have talked to that cannot fathom what a cap is or maxing out their commission. So, and it's been crazy because Holly and I have tried to get them to wrap their heads around it. When you have an 85-15 split, which is, by the way, the best split I've ever had at a company, once you've paid $15,000 of into that split, you keep 100% of your commission. All you're paying after that is your monthly fee and your $250 transaction fee. You don't have a split again until your 1 year anniversary. And then we've got that one-time join fee, and that join fee is waived for veterans. Did I do an okay job?
you did great.
Okay.
So agents spoke and we built it. We have a lot of things we feel make us different. So it's, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me tonight?
Okay. I got you, girl. Okay. So, freedom for agents is pretty much one of the most important things about our company. And we always kind of ask, like, could we give agents freedom of choice in this? So, freedom of choice in whether they want to be with NAR or not. And we help talk that through with you. Freedom of e-sign platform of choice, because we have our own proprietary compliance tracking system. It protects you, the agent, and our brokerage. And we have stats that prove the more freedom you have in using the tools that you are comfortable with, the more productive you are as an agent, the more money you make. Unlimited personal deals. Holly thought that idea up because she's like, agents should be allowed to keep more of their equity in their own homes. A lot of agents get into this for their, if they're builders or investors, and their brokerages keep, nickel and diming them, or, weighing them with the fees. And it's like, no, all you owe us is your transaction fee. We will allow you unlimited personal deals and not make you pay us a split. We offer actual health insurance. This is in-person visits we're talking about, starting at $89, as low as $89 a month, up to 1,000 prescriptions free, and free veterinary services. And it's not just cats and dogs. Like, we have agents with goats, and there's, horses and stuff. And if your state allows it, even the veterinary services can prescribe medication. And Holly, I think I'm going to try it out for this one because he's had like the itchies lately because I
Yeah.
let him run through all the weeds and stuff. So
Yeah.
I was gonna let you know how that goes.
Awesome.
Ollie also came up with 60-second payments, and that's been amazing for the agents. We've tested it out even like on social media as an experiment. Okay, check your bank account. So we're not talking like, oh, we pay you in 60 seconds and then check it in a couple days. We're talking it's in your effing bank account. Company paid E&O, that's completely included, but here's extra perk, which is really cool on owner occupied properties. You can waltz into your listing appointment and tell sellers if it's an owner occupied property that they are covered peace of mind up to $25,000 up to 180 days after closing. That's been amazing. We've never heard of anything like that until we started this company and were able to upgrade our E&O insurance and offer that for our agents. Discounted signs plus templates we've created for our agents. We offer in-house TC services. Our TCs are integrated into all of our systems. They are licensed agents held accountable by our company. Property management, there's potential. You have to really know what you're doing, have a portfolio, interview with Holly, get special permission because our insurance is on the line, but it's not a hard no like other brokerages. Discounted CE classes up to 40%, sometimes up to 50% when they have some really good deals, but I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. We have marketing templates in Canva that we're constantly leveling up. Discounted photos, drones, floor plans, etc. Free merch. We've been mailing welcome merch, and we have at events, and we're like looking into maybe a monthly subscription for our agents, just mailing out something physical, right? Agents love something physical, and they were missing that from a virtual brokerage. With these brokerages that have been run by outsiders, like dropouts that have failed at other shit and are like, oh, I'll just start a brokerage, or these rich guys that are like, I know there's money in real estate. We have led from the trenches. We've been producers and we know your pain points. Anything you want to add on here, Holly?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited.
I'm moving on. Why,
Okay.
why don't you give it a whirl, Holly?
Model with meaning. So we have tried very hard to just build what we think people need, what the agents have been asking for, what the staff has been asking for. So that includes real ownership. So we took 25% of the company and are giving it back to agents and staff. So there's, different pathways to that. You can build your business your way. You run the show, but we're here to guide you every step of the way with technology and updates and bring you the things that you need to know that you might be, too busy to research on your own. So we have real support, real people, no bots. We love our technology, like Sandy Lynn said, but we use it to help us. We don't use it to replace humans. We actually truly get sad when we hear about other companies letting down their agents and letting go of their staff, letting down their staff because they are looking for a quick buck or they're just looking at their profit margin. And so, customer satisfaction has gone way down. Growth without gimmicks. So we don't have revenue share here. No revenue share illusions, no recruiting schemes. In fact, today I was scrolling on someone's profile and one of their like reels, I forgot to show you, Sandy, but it was like, who you partner with matters. They were basically insinuating that you should join their clique at that company because it was better than another, which is the toxicity that we're trying to avoid here, that we are avoiding here. And then we're built on respect, not agenda. So you can speak your mind here. We can have differing opinions. We're here to sell real estate. But if things start to get political or philosophical, like we have a respectful place to just have that discourse, just conversation. Go
You
ahead.
know, and just to elaborate on a couple of things, um, number three, it's like, you don't have to be afraid here. So for instance, I was like talking to Holly about things. Like there are people that are just straight up, they would DM me and be like, I am so afraid to tell anybody, if I voted for Trump or something, right? They're like terrified. And I just think that it's like wrong. It's wrong that you feel like you can't do that because you're scared. So if it's a business decision, that's one thing. But if you're truly scared, you have like a safe place here. You will be protected. So I just wanted to make that clear. We have on our ownership that's real, this is not some fake stock shit that may or may not be worth something in the future. This is real ownership stake in our brokerage. Doesn't matter. You're not like buying a lottery ticket for it to go public someday. We think that it will probably be more valuable if it doesn't go public. We're not saying we won't go public. We are going to continue to have an open mind, but we would rather have you, the agents, and the staff be the stakeholders and answer to you than a bunch of people in the public. That's why these other companies are laying off everybody and the agents are getting such poor service every time the wind changes direction. Okay. And look at what their stock's worth now. So I just wanted to point that out because we're doing it different. It's going to be it is more of like a country club style equity stake. So you'll own equity in the brokerage, but you'll also have perks that go along with it. You'll have a seat at the table, some voting rights. The more equity that you have, the more VIP you have, the more access to leadership you'll have, things like that. So I just wanted to kind of point those things out. And Holly, I love that you mentioned about, the toxicity of the downlines. If you're with another company and they have rules against it, tell me how that's working out. Tell me how well that's working out for those rules that are against it. Um, we just eliminated it. And everybody in our brokerage helps each other. Everybody in our brokerage gets along. There are no downlines. So, yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. The only way to get through it is to have rules that you will actually enforce and to completely eliminate things that are a problem. We developed this program. We're very excited about it, and it is in development for our agents. You know, that little chore chart that you used to have as a kid, you make your bed and then your mom's like, you did such a good job. Here's a gold star. And you run up and you put that sticker on your chore chart. That's similar to what My Credits is. You may not be able to control if you have a closing in the next 30 days, but you can control picking up that phone and calling people. You can control posting on social media, plugging into our trainings and meetings, going and attending open houses. These are the things that you have to do in your business that you might not want to do right now. So it's not enough sometimes just to be like, okay, I did the task. And, especially if you don't feel that needle in your business moving. So, how can we as a company help our agents feel better about it? Right. So, you'll earn My Credits for doing those things that you don't want to do when you don't want to do them. And then you can go ahead. We're not going to tell you what's important to you or what you should like. You get to choose what you cash My Credits in on. So we're very excited to launch this program and very excited to just see how these agents choose to spend. And if you are if you're a member or a leader of a large team, come talk to us because there will be like a budget issued where the team leader can motivate with my credits. This is a very, very special, once in a lifetime opportunity for the first 100 agents that are with this company that reach their 15,000 annual maximum. They will get what's called a My First 100 award. So when you want to hear more about that, let us know, but it is more equity than any other agent will get when they come on after the first 100 agents. We are invite only. How is your reputation protected? Because we interview every single agent that comes through. I love that, Holly. We interview every single agent that comes through our brokerage. And we read up on their background. Reputation is very important. It's not about your production. It's about like who you are and what your reputation is. So you can't just sign up and join our company. It's a two-part process. You can sign up and then there's going to be an interview link. So you're welcome to start the first part of the process, but it helps a lot if you have an actual invitation from an agent. So this is a little bit about what we offer. Don't be scared if you've had a bad experience with Slack because we use it on a, first of all, we were first, by the way. Also, we use it at a completely different level than these other brokerages did. It's not our fault that they did a terrible job launching it and, 80,000 agents just like blundered into it. We are very purposeful in how we use it, and we even use it for our compliance. We have a ton of automations. We will teach you how to not be scared of Slack. And then you'll also get your very own email signature, similar to what Holly has. We're just rolling that out, and we want you to be like proud of, and feel very polished. So you'll have that as well. You're going to have access to luxury presence. I had never heard of luxury presence till we started this company. But when we talk to agents and they know what luxury presence is, they are very, very impressed and very excited that we offer luxury presence. Something that I don't have on here is you'll also have follow-up boss. So those two working hand in hand is just amazing. We offer you top of the line tools for your business. That's why we're not a race to the bottom with fees and splits.
Yep. So we are in our virtual Zoom office Monday through Friday, minimum 10 to 2, but every Monday through Thursday, we have a training. So we like to have a casual coffee chat where we can talk about, the upcoming week, how the weekend was, any hot things in your transactions that we can all brainstorm about, and then actual training. So Tuesdays have kind of transitioned into stories, like real estate stories that we can learn from. I mean, they're a little juicy, they're a little edgy, but they're real things that have happened. So how can we take away from that? It's a lot of like what not to do. And then Wednesdays, we dive into more business building things. We call it Work It Wednesday. And so today, for example, we had Josh Reese talking about 4 free ways to lead gen and some great ideas like I had never thought of before, just
Incredible.
phenomenal. And so next week we're excited. We're actually going to be doing vision board, like online vision board. Then we got agent safety coming up and then a whole series on Google. So really excited.
I'm excited too. And I love the direction that our Tuesday trainings have gone. So it started out we started out kind of like very contract training, right?
Yeah, right.
And then in October, which like seems like forever ago already, in October, we I was like, what if we did ghost stories this month, but then related it to, oh my God, could you imagine being the agent that sold this haunted house to these clients? And how could we bring that back into real estate discussions? And then it turned into, Holly would love to call it Tea Time
I
Tuesday.
would.
We call it Truth Telling Tuesday because these are all true stories, and some of them are current events, like things that agents are getting themselves into hot water over right now. And so they're a little salacious. They're very like, I mean, bring your hot tea because it is piping hot, and we definitely have our T's crossed and our I's dotted because we say some very intense things during those trainings, but it brings up amazing discussion points. So I would love for you to tune into those and contribute discussion to that.
Ooh, one of our newest announcements.
My real estate company too.
Ooh. So, because of I mean, if you're watching this, you might be a traditional real estate agent who's a member of NAR. Um, Lots of commercial farm and ranch referral agents don't need to join NAR, but because of the way NAR is structured, if one person is a member, everyone has to be a member. So, frankly, we were forced to create two brokerages at the same time. We really want to make sure everyone knows like it's one collective vibe, right? But either you're a NAR member or you're not, and we have options. We want to give our agents the freedom to choose.
So if you're interested in commercial and farm and ranch splits and fees, let us know. But we do want to show you a program we have for our referral agents. If you are thinking about, dropping out of NAR dues, or if you're already at a referral brokerage, but you want to kind of start to get back in the game, we have the perfect program for you. We offer you the opportunity. You can come in and pay $49 a month. I need to adjust this slide,
Oh, yeah.
or $490 for the year. And there's a split of only 20% we take for internal referrals if you send it to a MyRico agent, 30 if it's external, not a MyRico agent. But here's the thing. We give you Slack access. So we allow you into our system. You have direct, support with all of our staff. You get a full Google Workspace account, like just like all of our other agents, Google email. You can meet with your clients virtually. You can do Google videos. You get access to all of our live trainings, all of our recorded trainings, our whole library, access to our discounted CE. You can finally feel visible and connected and still feel part of something. You're not collecting dust over there in some graveyard. So it could be your strategic reset. If you are thinking about going into referral status, or you're already into referral status and you don't like what's happening, let us know, come talk to us, and we're happy to get you into this program. I think that's pretty much it. We've got join.myrealestateco.com. That is the application. And I really should change this link, Holly.
I
If you
know.
want to check us out more, though, just cut that first part off. It's myrealestateco.com/join. And you can see more videos, more about us. And then there's still the join application there as well. Close us
Awesome.
out, Halls.
All right. Well, hey, when in doubt, reach out, messages if you need us. We are here for you. We all started this morning with a blank slate at zero. So go out and talk to a buyer, a seller, or an agent today. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye. Peace.